self-esteem can be said to be the overall makeup or what you think about yourself. Do you really believe in yourself? Do you know yourself? Do you know what you carry? Do you know the gifts you have? So we're going to be talking about developing a high self-esteem, the high self-esteem in you. So there are three types of self-esteem. We have the low self-esteem, the high self-esteem, and the inflated self-esteem. So I'll be giving it to them to talk about the low, the high, while I'll talk about the inflated self-esteem. So Fatima, please.
Okay, speaking of the low self-esteem, it's more like when a person have a negative perspective of themselves, in the sense that they tend to have they are unworthy. They feel they don't have self-worth. They tend to not be socialized. They don't mingle with friends, and they don't have good vibe. They have fear for failure and lots more like that.
Okay, so AJ, please talk about high self-esteem.
When we are talking about high self-esteem, it's like taking a strong step or to overcome your negative idea, or to look into something that this thing, can I do it? You may not prepare for that thing, but due to the confidence you have in yourself, you can just say, let me go for this thing. I can bring a case study as an example. There was a scenario just happened during that time. And people just came to me say, can you do this thing? Can you do this thing? Normally, I'd not even prepared that day. But the courage and the confidence, you can try. I just try to bring some one or two things, just try to think, what can I do? Unfortunately, I just got some idea and I stand in the front and I'm just saying something. That's how something comes. Sometimes you have to try to challenge your negative opinion. Just have it that I can do this thing, and you are going to do it. It's a matter of what? Matter of confidence.
Okay.
There was a time, speaking of low self-esteem, there was a time I had this fear of, or let me just say, I was not courageous enough concerning my color. People were like, you are too dark for my liking. I don't like your shade of color. You are too very, very dark. So I was like, I felt so down to some extent. But as time goes on, being socialized and environmental factor really gave me an impact, you understand? So I felt like, what's the essence of me being shy of my color, or people talking bad about my color? I felt like black is beautiful. That was the more reason I gave myself melanin or diamond.
Interesting. That's really nice. Okay, talking about the inflated self-esteem, know that you are not the only one in the room. There are so many other people in the room, and they have gifts. You're not the only one that was given a particular gift. Maybe you are given the ability to be confident, given the courageous aspects. You are very good at reading, cramming, doing a lot of things. But others don't have that gift you have, and because of that, you feel very big. You just like you feel you are the only one there. And at the end of the day, you are very, very, very having this inflated self-esteem, and that actually makes you not to achieve anything. Number one, people will not want to come to a person that is very proud, because you see that you are the only one. You feel nobody is in your level, nobody is your class, nobody can be like you. You don't get ideas from people. When you even fail, you may not even be able to find nobody able to give you advice on that particular thing. So you need to have a high self-esteem at some point, and also we at some point in time had a level of low self-esteem in us. Maybe when we were growing up, we all had a level of low self-esteem in us. But because we were able to train ourselves, expose ourselves to different environments, and all that, we now became confident and had the ability to look at people, tell them what is going on, advise them, give them different things, tell them that this is the way to do things. But when you feel you are the only one in the room and you don't listen to people's advice, you tend to fail and you tend to disappoint yourself. So we'll be sharing some stories, some insights concerning the low self-esteem, inflated self-esteem, and high self-esteem. So we have a particular person. The person felt that he's the only one that knows this course, and then exams came. When we are in class, the person will talk about the course, share his own idea and everything. Then every time the lecturer asks questions in class, we'll be like, I know the answer. We'll answer the question. People will be looking at him, will be like, I know the answer. His answer may be wrong, but people will be smiling. People will be smiling with him, be as if the guy knows it. Yes, in his mind, he feels he knows it. But when the results came, he did not really do well. You see, those that were hailing him, they were the ones that actually got first class. They got 2-1. He did not get 2-1. He did not get first class. He got 2-2, or he would pass. So imagine. So don't feel you are the only one in the room. So some of us have been in that circle. So we need to what now? Know what we have and try to work on ourselves.
Share ideas.
Yes. So concerning the low self-esteem and high self-esteem, please share your stories concerning that.
Okay, I previously spoke on that concerning myself having low self-esteem. I've talked about that before.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
To add to my own, or to add to my own, is that there was a time I met myself in a scenario that just make me feel somehow. But there is something I always remember is that if you want to succeed in this life, you have to what? You have to develop what we call confidence. As I always say, as I said there, you have to develop what we call confidence, and you have to discipline. You have to discipline yourself, because there are something that if you are looking into, for you to take a step, that thing you try to be hooking you back. And what are that things? Is the people opinion. It's the people what people can just be. People will try to spoil your way, or to badmouth, or to try to be portray some negative ideas. If you want to take a decision, you have to what? You have to take this decision I want to take. I want to take it with what? With the full of your heart. True. So that if anything just come up, you not say, and people tell you this. No.
Yes.
If you want to make a decision, you have to think it very well. That's what you call high self-esteem. Because if you reach this stage, high self-esteem, you will not even forget, or you will not even bother to think about what people
tend to be decisive.
Yes.
Very true.
Unlike low self-esteem, they are indecisive.
Yeah, that's it. You have to discipline, focus on your way, on your journey.
Yes.
And I believe, and if you try to be pandering, contemplating about this thing, you will know that this thing will give you best result at the end of the day.
Yeah, so I believe you've learned a lot from this, and there's one thing I want you out there to do, and also we as the speakers, I also love us to do the same. So I love us to say something. You do your hand like this, you position your hand like this, and say, I am strong. Say, I am strong. I deserve better.
I deserve better.
I can do something unique.
I can do something unique.
I am great.
I am great.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps. So do have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.